afternoon. It is 1:23 in the afternoon. That happens to be the time that I was born, 123. Maybe that's why I like to get things done every day. Who knows? Not every day, but on a good day, I like to get things done. I hope everybody's doing well today. I am live here with CNY Fertility from Central New York, otherwise known as Syracuse. I call this town that we live in Syracuse, but not today. It's a hot day today, so that's good. That's good. One thing I will never complain about is the heat because I like it hot. I love to go swimming. So I'm going to jump right in. I don't have a lot of time today, but I want to talk to you about the difference between miscarriage and spontaneous abortion. And here is what I have found out. Nothing. There is no difference. It's just different terms. So interesting, right? Who knows why they came up with this term spontaneous abortion many years later after the term miscarriage. I don't know why, but it is exactly the same. All right, there's a lot of different search terms now for miscarriage. And I just want to let you know I'm doing a very deep dive into the subject based on my experience working with you all here at CNY Fertility and finding out how many couples have suffered from this loss. So it is out of that I feel the research that I've done in the tradition of Chinese medicine, as well as more of a functional nutrition approach and light therapy, is going to help you immensely. Now, remember, those of you that have listened to me before know that I always talk about the psycho-emotional component, which is the foundation. If you're feeling betrayed by your body or you're feeling a lot of loss going into your next cycle and you have a history of recurring pregnancy loss, I want you to work on those emotions, okay? Because it is what is driving the terrain. None of us really want to believe it, that our psychobiology is really our physiology, that our psychology is changing our biochemistry. And I am now, after decades of being in practice, I know for sure that that is the truth. And the more you can work on your emotions, mastering the art of letting go, I don't care if you do spiritual bathing, if you do fire ceremonies, if you just talk yourself out of these feelings every day, if you do therapy, tapping, whatever. I always say, do all of the above, right? Whatever it is that works for you. And we're nudging these emotions from different angles until we feel free. You know, when you let something go completely, when you are no longer triggered. And I'm going to assume in your case, the triggers would be seeing somebody pregnant or having a baby with them. Those are big triggers that you need to work on in a loving, self-loving way. So the thing that I love about my career is that there is always a cause and always a cure. Or a correction. I like to use the word correction. So when Western medicine fails, like for Tasha Tai, thank you for that question. What causes spotting during pregnancy? There can be a number of things. Then we have to, Western medicine says, oh, no cause, no cure. So we don't know what happened. We have no idea. Let's just try again. So that sometimes may work for some people, but generally it's better to take a pause and let's look at what's going on with your physiology from the view through the lens of traditional Chinese medicine, which has 3 distinct patterns that could cause a spontaneous abortion, recurring pregnancy loss, or miscarriage, whatever you're calling it. And the classifications come down to excess heat, a blockage pattern, stasis, like you just feel stuck, you feel irritable, you feel like you're just annoyed all the time, you wake up irritable. Those are the symptoms of a stuck pattern. Or weakness, where you just don't have enough energy, you don't have enough, you have low back pain, possibly loose stools, knee pain. Those are the symptoms of weakness. And some people have a combination of all 3. So heat can create stuckness, right? And stuckness can create weakness. Eventually, everything transforms itself. So, what we do through the lens of traditional Chinese medicine is take a look at what is your dominant pattern. And I'm going to invite all of you that are currently working with an acupuncturist or functional medicine doctor or herbalist or whatever, please, please, please get a diagnosis from them. Because when you're diagnosed with, let's say, and your diagnosis isn't set in stone that you've got, let's say we call it, you have liver blood stasis pattern. That is not forever. Everything's temporary, the good and the bad. So whatever you've been diagnosed with, it's not here to stay. It's here for you to address it so that you can move on, so that you can feel better. But when you have a diagnosis, that means that you're able to work on changing yourself every day, all day, because all of the decisions that we make affect how we're feeling and what we're doing. And the decisions are what you're eating, how you're eating, when you're eating, how much you're eating, how are you resting. Remember, we're supposed to be adapting to the environment we're in. It's summer. We're supposed to be adapting to the heat, which means doing things that's clearing out our internal heat. Instead of living in refrigerated boxes that's forcing us to not adapt, right? It's taking away from our ability to internally be flexible and adaptive, right? So when you travel in most of the world, they're not living and working in air conditioning. I mean, a little bit is fine, but if you're in these refrigerated rooms all of the time, this is not going to help your ability to adapt. So doing some things that are clearing the heat out of the body through diet, some herbs, swimming, doing things that we're supposed to be doing in the summer, which is resting more, honoring how you feel. I talk to so many women that, yeah, they get tired in the afternoon, but they push through and they say, well, I should be doing this and doing that. If you have a lifestyle that affords you the luxury of being able to rest in the afternoon and you feel tired, go for it. If you don't, if you feel energized, like you want to go out swimming, biking, whatever, then do that, right? So you have to honor how you're feeling. People ask me all the time, well, I had acupuncture today. Should I do exercise later? It really depends on how you feel. If you're dying to go hiking or swimming and you had acupuncture in the morning, go for it if it's something that you've been doing, right? So this is why there really isn't a quote program when it comes to health. It's everything needs to be tailored for you, specifically for you. So unfortunately, now I have to go. I wanted to talk a little bit more about it, but you can reach out to me on my website if you want, jenniferwaters.net. I'll post it here. And you can email me any questions you have, okay? And thank you all for your interest in improving your health, which is going to improve your life. It's what you do every day that matters the most, all righty? So take care of yourself so that you can be kind to others.